What's up guys, it's James here from Smoking UK, where we review, communicate and educate all things tobacco. Today we've got a little bit of a change up of scenery. We're not in the standard studio. Now there's a reason why we're not in the standard studio. At the point of posting this, it's January. It almost feels like one of the longest months of the entire year. We've just had Christmas, we've had New Year's. We're all kind of broke and skint for it. But it's also one of the coldest months of the year as well. Or it's where we start getting into the seriously colder months. And it's all well and good me being sat in a nice warm toasty studio with a big 6x60 ring gauge cigar telling you to go outside and enjoy this, because realistically in January you're not going to be outside enjoying it. You're going to be outside freezing your off. So I thought I'd go outside. I'd go into the elements. I'm going to find you the best cigar for January. One, that's not going to break the bank. Two, it's not going to make you sit outside for 3 hours, but you're not compromising on quality. And the cigar I've picked out today is definitely going to do that. So I've come outside, more specifically, I've come down to the beach, which I'm quite lucky to have right by the house. And luckily, it's the first day in about 3 weeks that's not hammering it down with rain. So I've got to find somewhere where there's less people, and I'm going to light up this cigar. I think I'm going to go down this end. Let's go get set up. Oh. And here we are. Picked a good spot, good place, right by the water. Somewhat comfortable kind of chairs and nowhere near people. And it's the biggest thing us smokers need to start taking into account is being around other people that doesn't necessarily want to be smelling our cigars as amazing as they do smoke. Now, I just previously mentioned that January is a colder month. We're all a little bit tight because of Christmas, and I wanted to pick you the best kind of cigar, which is best bang for your buck, but without compromising on quality. Now, I have smoked a version of this cigar before last year, and the quality didn't really let up. It was an absolutely fantastic cigar, and I loved it. So I'm kind of expecting the same thing from this one today. And of course, I'm talking about the Regius Black Label in the Robusto. The price at the point of posting this is absolutely fantastic. You can't go wrong, especially for a Robusto size. It's coming in at 4x7/8 by 50 ring gauge, so I can expect a smoke time of anything between 45 and 50 minutes. It's not necessarily the smallest cigar in the world, but if you're like me and you like the bigger ring gauges, you don't really like the Puritos unless you have to smoke them, this is a fantastic cigar. You're not going to be sat outside for ages bloody freezing. Now, the great thing that I love about this, if you've watched our channels before, you know I love this region for tobacco. This is a Nicaraguan Puro, meaning wrapper, binder and filler all come from different areas and different regions of Nicaragua, but are produced in Esteli, in the Plasencia factory, believe it or not. And it's a medium body smoke, so I'm expecting amazing flavor profiles, especially coming from Nicaragua, of black pepper, cedar, earth, hay, maybe a little bit of espresso. But we're not going to find out. We've got it cut and getting it lit. So seeing as we are smoking and I'm in a really good mood today, I'm going to go with the crown cut. Meaning you take a V cut and you cut it one way, you turn it 90 degrees and you cut it another way. And that is a beautiful, clean, crown-styled, rose-styled cross, however you want to call it. I like calling it the crown because we are the home of the crown, after all. And seeing as we are sat outside, I'm not going to go with a single jet flame. I'm sat right by the water. You could probably hear it. I think the single jet flame isn't going to hold up today. So I'm going to go with the dual, and hopefully that's going to light my cigar. Okay. That's a lot spicier compared to what I thought it was going to be. I remember the Regius Connecticut being quite light. Obviously, being a Connecticut, it naturally is lighter. Loads of black pepper and loads of spice in that initial light up, which is common. You know, we talk about it on this channel all the time. Your initial light up is always going to be a bit more spicy compared to the rest of the cigar. That really does come out the gate strong. That's really nice. That is really full of flavor. And the draw on that cigar is absolutely fantastic. And that's what I wanted to find you. I wanted to find you a cigar that is a great bang for your buck. It probably is classed more of a budget cigar, but we don't compromise on the quality. The draw is really open. There's no plug-in issue at all. I haven't had to roll that. Very easy to get the smoke into your mouth. The construction on this is absolutely beautiful as well. The colour on that wrapper is absolutely stunning. And when we give it a little bit of a squeeze, it is movement, but it does bounce back, and that's exactly what we want We don't want to have any plug-in issues. We don't want to know that the tobacco is so cramped in there that we're going to start getting trouble. All round, I think we're setting ourselves up for an absolutely fantastic smoke here. And hopefully, you can see there, we've got a beautiful crystal white head of ash. Now, there is a video coming very soon about what your ash is telling you, because it tells you a lot. It tells you the history of your cigar, where it's been, where it's going. And that means that there's loads of beautiful nutrients in that soil before the plant even touched the ground. A lot of potassium, magnesium, and nitrogen. Basically means the farmers took so much care in their final product that the preparation was still important. Definitely spicier than what I thought it was going to be. That spice is definitely that main contributing factor to this smoke. There's a lot of black pepper, a lot of spice right here at the back of the palate. There is a little bit of earthiness to it that is coming through the more we start moving away from that first initial lighter. I could probably expect by the time we hit this middle third, that spice might take a step back, or this might be an absolutely beautiful spicy smoke from start to finish, which I know a lot of you love. Now we are slowly starting to get towards the middle of the cigar, coming into that second third. And this is a really important factor I wanted to point out, especially when smoking outside and smoking within the elements. You're never, ever going to get a flat and even burn, something like this. Normally it will rectify yourself. So just because you might not be getting a straight and even burn doesn't necessarily mean there's a problem with the cigar, or there's been a problem with shipping, or there's a problem with production. The elements that are around you control a huge factor behind the actual construction of the cigar that you're smoking. So if you ever see a bad burn, or you're not really getting that even burn that you're looking for, have a think about where you're smoking. If you're smoking inside, yeah, fair enough. That's no problem. There's a problem with the cigar. But if you are smoking outside, slightest bit of wind can cause a really uneven burn. Now we are around about that halfway point, and those spicy notes and those pepper notes are definitely still there. It's quite a spicy cigar. If you don't like a cigar that has all those black pepper notes, those spicy profiles, you can literally feel it coating the entire palate, might not be the best cigar for you. Personally, I think if you've never smoked a cigar before and you're looking for that first one, might not be the best cigar. And I think if you chose this for your first cigar, it might put you off. I would definitely go still for Regius if you're still wanting a Regius, because they create fantastic cigars. Go for the Connecticut. That was an absolutely beautiful stick from start to finish, and so is this one. But I think if you've never touched a cigar before, this could put you off, and that is the last thing that we want to be doing. However, if you've dabbled in cigars before, if you're a seasoned cigar smoker, been smoking cigars for a while, get your hands on one of these. This is a great example of never judge a cigar by its price tag. Everyone thinks if you go for a really cheap end cigar and a budget stick, you're not going to be getting yourself in for a great smoke. And I try and debunk that as much as we can here at Smoking. We've smoked loads of budget sticks and they've been absolutely fantastic. This is definitely one of them. The Flor de Nicaragua, absolutely fantastic stick. And I'm definitely adding this to the list of some of the best cigars for under £15. The point of posting this video. Those spice profiles are still there. There's almost like a sweetness slowly there after the smoke has been exhaled from the mouth. It kind of just teeters around the tongue. It's almost like a sweet honey caramel kind of thing. But those cocos, that espresso, those earthy notes are definitely the... I nearly just got soaked by a dog. But those caramel, those espresso notes, that cocoa, those earth, that cedar is definitely still there, but all common smoking profiles and all common factors using Nicaraguan tobacco. I think I can honestly say this has probably been one of the funniest locations to film on. I've been attacked by like 7 dogs. And so many people still interested in the fact that I'm smoking a cigar, and I absolutely love that. Where in the UK, we're a population known and famous for smoking. It's so ingrained in our culture. But it's still rare these days that you go out and you see people smoking a pipe, smoking a cigar and enjoying it out in public. Most people these days are used to smelling the smell of vapes or cigarettes. And it's so nice to see how many people enjoy, even though they might not smoke cigars in their own time or personally themselves, but still enjoy the smell and the aroma and seeing somebody else enjoy those cigars. I think especially with how much the government are cracking down on smoking and the hurdles as retailers and how importers, we are constantly jumping over these hurdles to bring you amazing products like cigars, like pipe tobaccos, like cigarettes. It's still so nice that the overall general public are still quite welcoming, especially to cigar smokers. I've had about 4 or 5 people come over to me and really enjoy the fact that I'm smoking a cigar. I've had someone come over and actually say, I could smell that from a few meters up the beach, and it smells incredible. My granddad used to smoke cigars. It's so nice to smell. I've had a couple of those today while I've been sat here smoking this. In a very short time, I've been sat here smoking this, and it's just so refreshing to see and hear and just talk about. They're a great product to talk about, and I think people think these are a real anomaly to see and hear and talk about, and it's a bit of a touchy subject. It's a great subject to talk about smoking, and it's just been so nice to see today. I think this has definitely been one of my favorite sessions to sit down and review. So that's it, guys. Nice, short, quick, simple, beautiful cigar. Like I just said, if you're a seasoned cigar smoker, if you've dabbled in cigars before, I think you're going to absolutely love the Regius Black Label Classic Robusto. Fantastic stick. I've been out here for maybe 35 minutes, 40 minutes, so a very quick smoke, quite easily enjoyable during the colder months. It's not going to break the bank. We haven't lowered our standard on quality. Absolutely beautiful cigar from start to finish, and I think you're going to absolutely love it. If you've never touched cigars before, I would personally go more towards the Connecticut. Still an absolutely fantastic cigar, using amazing tobaccos, which I think every single one of you is going to enjoy. Of course, it goes without saying, hit that subscribe button and enable your notifications. We're trying to grow the channel as quick as we can, and to be honest, we've done it 10 times faster than what we thought we were going to be, and that's because of you amazing people hitting that subscribe button. So if you like this video, let us know in the comments below, what is your best budget stick for enjoying outside during the winter months, especially here in the UK. It can be quite horrible. So let us know in the comments below. If this isn't the one you would enjoy, which one would it be? Let's help each other out. Of course, it goes without saying as well, go follow us on social media. I'll leave all the links down in the description below. I've been James, we've been smoking, and I'll see you in future videos.